Gentlemen, Spence versus Crawford, Crawford versus Spence, fight week. Y'all know what the fuck it is. It's the fight we've been waiting for. This is the one we all talking about. Let's be honest. It's the biggest fight of this year. This might be the biggest fight of the last 5 years. Might be the biggest fight of the last 10 years. It's gonna be a great rumble. Yes, my prediction is still the same. I will not change. If I'm wrong, y'all know I'm gonna tap right back in and right my wrongs. You feel me? But one thing I will not be wrong about, this will be a great fight. This is worth all the paper. What's going on? What's going on? I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the responses. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the subscriptions. Appreciate the shares. I appreciate all positive comments. I appreciate all negative comments. I don't give a fuck. We here. But first, before I get into fight week, what's up, Rondell? What's poppin', man? I appreciate the love, bro. And I hope we can make some shit happen. Before I get into fight week, I went through a experience today. Nothing that I've never been through before, but it was something I really couldn't understand. And it just basically has to do with fighters taking constructive criticism. I do not understand it. I do not understand it because I've never seen guys so high up on a high horse they think they'll never be knocked down. And that's okay. And I understand that we all want to be perfect, but I'm going to tell you right now, right here, there's no such thing as perfect. If everything was perfect, nobody would have a problem. Let's be honest. Nobody would have a problem. Life would just be peachy. You wouldn't have nothing to worry about. But that's not life. If you understand life, then you understand there is going to be problems. There is going to be issues. There is going to be setbacks. You got to understand that. Shit is going to happen. We are not in control the way we think we are in control. Just because you are financially able to purchase something, that doesn't mean you have control over it. Think about people who buy houses and tornadoes tear them down. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to drop no names because that's not who I am. I still live by some type of code. You know what I mean? In this day and time, a lot of codes are missing. A lot of etiquette is missing. You know what I mean? Just respect all over is missing. And I was approached today in a manner I felt like was a little off. But I kind of understand it because a lot of people don't know me. And they think if they gonna talk to me and they got a problem with me, then they gotta do it in a rambunctious way. You know what I'm saying? They think they gotta, you know what I mean, approach me in a certain way. They don't have to. I'm a man that you could definitely walk up to, approach, and say, let's talk. We can do that. I don't have no problem with that. I've never had a problem with that. If we disagree with something, I don't have no problem with us talking about it. But today I was approached about basically constructive criticism that I gave about a fight. And one thing was mentioned in the conversation, not by the person, but a person close to the person said to me, if you're going to pick a side, stay on that side. But when did I sign up to take sides? I'm not in this to take sides. I'm saying that to say, just like with Cool Boy fight, right? That's my guy. And I did take a side in that fight, right? But that's my guy. But like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm going to come on here and right my wrongs. And that's what I did. I did it on my live, YouTube live, GHB TV, And I did it also on YSL. So when he said to me, if you're gonna pick a side, choose a side, I'm like, that's not what I signed up for, bro. I talk about boxing. You know what I mean? I talk about boxing. So if you look great your last fight, I'm gonna speak on that. If you look a little off your last fight, I'm gonna speak on that. If you lost your last fight, I'm gonna speak on that. Any little thing that I see that I think is a factor, I'm going to speak on that. I'm not the guy that's going to talk about your girlfriend. I'm not the guy that's going to talk about your mom. I'm not the guy that's going to mention how much money you make and all that. None of that matters to me. I strictly like to speak about the sport of boxing. Yeah, sometimes shit could get deterred and stared a different way, but my page is strictly about boxing. You know what I mean? I don't get on here and really be like, none of my titles say, yo, such and such made this much money, and oh, that's not my thing. Now, I got a problem with you young men because y'all have a problem with constructive criticism. But sometimes that very thing that you don't like could be the thing that hurts you. I mean, helps you. I'm sorry. That one thing you don't like that somebody said could be the number one thing that helps you. Now, I have been boxing since I was 12 years old. I turned pro when I was 21 years old. I have 26 professional fights on my record. I have 16 amateur fights. I am not a fan. No disrespect to the fans of the sport, because we love the fans, because the fans are the people who really love the game because they support the game. You know what I mean? But when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking from an angle of a fan. I'm speaking from the angle of a fighter. I'm speaking from the angle of a coach. And I'm speaking from the angle of an analyst. That's all. If you take it personal, cool. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I don't have no problem with that. But when you go about shit in a way where it's like you so fired up about it and heated about it till it kind of look like you want to fight, that's like, why you feel like that? What's making you feel like that? What's making you get like that? And the reason I took it kind of personal, because I'm sitting there saying to myself, I said, damn, I wonder if this young man will walk up on Jim Lampley like that. I wonder if this young man will walk up on Teddy Atlas like that. I wonder if this young man will walk up on Joe Tessitore like that. You know what I mean? I just simply call shit how I see it. When it come to my guys from Philly, I could be a little bit extra. I understand that. I could be a little bit extra because, you know what I mean, those are my guys. I want to see them win. Nothing wrong with that though. I feel like everybody got a little piece of that. But I do not play favorites. I don't play favorites. And the reason I don't play favorites, because nobody want to hear that all day. Nobody want to hear a guy who play favorites all day. Nobody want to hear that shit. People want to hear the truth. And I'm here to give the truth. So if you don't fuck with my shit, just don't listen to my shit. It's that simple. But to tell me to pick sides is like, what you mean? What are you talking about? Now, the reason I keep saying that is because the young man said that, and it came from, well, it came from his team. Pick a side. I thought we was cool. So when you say that, I'm like, all right, you thought we was cool. But when the last time a motherfucker called me and asked me how was I doing? When the last time a motherfucker called me and asked how my kids was doing? When the last time a motherfucker called me and say, Greg, did you eat today? You know what I'm saying? So how we cool? The people that I'm cool with, that I'm really cool with, they call up on me. They a lot of times they gotta call me because I'm in the lab. I'm working. You know what I mean? I'm in the lab, I'm getting busy. You know what I mean? So they know, damn, let me call Greg, man, make sure you're all right. You know You know what I mean? Because I know he got a lot going on. Now, that don't mean I can't call him and this and that. Yeah, I reach out to my folks too. When I'm like, damn, I ain't talked to my folks in a minute. I need to, you know what I mean, make sure they all right. But this person that I'm speaking on, and like I said, I will not say his name because it's codes, man. It's codes in boxing. And I'm a motherfucker that's going to stick to the codes. I'm old school. I don't believe in tape and sparring. I don't believe having your girlfriend in the gym. It's certain shit I don't believe in, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say nothing. But if we was cool, when the last time you checked on me? So don't use those words. Don't use those words, oh, we cool. Now, if we was cool, if you looked at me and you like we was cool, why you ain't just come holler at me? You know what I'm saying? Then the fighter said to me, he said, well, Greg, why you just ain't hit me on my DM? You got my DM. Why you ain't hit me on DM? You got me on the gram. I'm saying, but you the one got the problem. So if you got the problem, why you ain't call me? Why do I gotta call you and you got a problem with me? That don't make sense. You got the issue, but you want me to call you and say, when really the shit I'm speaking on is from your fight. It's not from me having an issue with you. I don't have an issue with you. But I'm gonna speak on what I see. You know what I mean? So, like I said again, my only issue after that experience was I'm sitting there thinking to myself afterwards, like, damn, nigga, motherfucker go at me. Not 100 miles per hour, because if it was 100 miles per hour, then the incident, some shit probably would have went down. And I ain't want that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't walk outside every day wishing a motherfucker do some dumbass shit, because I don't got time for that. I got kids. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, motherfucker, go at me. But you got Teddy Atlas talking dirty. Would you run up on him like that? Would you say something to him like that? And I'm using the words run up on me, but ain't nobody run up on me. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. It was just a back and forth. You know what I mean? A verbal thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a verbal thing. And it stayed like that. And I'm cool with that. If it would have went further, I'm cool with that. Anybody that know me, know me. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. But it was just bothering me because I'm like, damn, if this was somebody else, you know what I mean, with a suit on, would you have said something? You know what I mean? So all I'm here to say with this piece, I'm going to end this piece because I ain't want to be on it too long. I'm going to chill at the 15-minute mark. You know what I mean? We had 12 minutes and 48 seconds. All I wanted to say, though, on this piece was, you know what I mean, y'all guys got to understand we don't live in a perfect world. People going to hate you. People going to love you. People going to pretend to love you. People going to pretend to hate you. People going to give criticism. People going to have opinions. Guess what? You ain't got to pay attention to that shit. You ain't got to pay attention to none of that shit. If you think you too big to listen or too big to understand what somebody's saying, keep moving how you moving. Keep moving how you moving. And, you know what I mean? I wish you the best. I don't wish bad on nobody. I don't wish bad on nobody. I can honestly say that from the bottom of my heart. I don't wish bad on nobody, bro. Because I know what it's like to be in some tough situations. And that feeling just don't feel good. And I don't want my people to feel like that. And by my people, I mean anybody. You know what I mean? But it kind of got to me a little bit. Just like a little bit. When I'm sitting there thinking about it after the shit went down, I'm like, damn. Motherfucker go at me for doing what people ask me to do. I'm gonna keep it so real. I'm on here doing this YouTube shit because people ask me to do this shit. Greg, give me a breakdown. Greg, give me a breakdown. Greg, give me a breakdown. That's what people want me to do. So I'm trying to give the people what they want. But when a motherfucker say to me, man, if you gonna switch sides, switch sides. If you gonna stay on this side, stay like what? What are you talking? What the fuck are you talking about? We're talking about boxing. If I don't think you look good that night, if I don't think it was there that night, it wasn't there. Get back in the gym, get it right, and get back out there. You know what I mean? Like I said, I stand on code, so I'm not going to say the weight class. I'm not going to say nobody's name. I'm not going to say what they look like. I ain't going to do all that. This was something that happened in the gym, and what happens in the gym stays in the gym. That's where I come from. You know what I mean? I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Let's get it going. We at the 15-minute mark. We got Spence and Bud this week. What's up? Talk to me. Y'all know I got Bud. I like Bud. Listen, I love Earl Spence. I love what he do. He's a beast for sure. Terrence Bud Crawford is a beast for sure. You know what I mean? My brain and heart is leaning towards Bud. I think Bud gonna stop him in the 7th or 8th round. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Both fighters look ready. Earl Spence looked like he definitely gonna make weight. What we doing? This is gonna be a hell of a fight. Everything's gonna matter. Everything is gonna matter. We already know. You got Spence. I like that. I like that you got Spence. You know what I'm saying? I like that you got Spence. Let's talk about it, though. Give me some breakdown. Give me something to feed off. Give me some questions. Let's do it. It's fight week, motherfucker. It's fight week. We here. You understand? Bud is a trap setter for sure. You think Bud drained? No, I don't think he drained. He look like that every time he make weight. You got to remember Bud coming up from 130. He fought at 30 before. I question the boxing knowledge of anyone that picks Spence. If and when Bud wins, I'm going to have a lot to say. Nah, I wouldn't listen, man. People, I'm not mad at nobody that picks Spence. Spence is an animal, man. Let's be real. Spence is a fucking animal. He pressures guys to the points that they don't want it no more. They don't want to fight no more. You know what I mean? And not all of them quit, but they quit in a way where it's like, damn, couldn't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? They might not physically quit, but mentally I think he break them. I do. No, Bud used to fight at 130. Check the weights. No bias, all boxing. Check the weights. Bud used to fight at 130, bro. I'm talking about from when he turned pro. You know what I mean? Great fights, man. Great fights. This is what we here for. We not here for the chains and the watches and the cars and the girls. We don't give a fuck about that. We want the rumbles. We want the rumbles. You know what I mean? Here's my breakdown. Keys to victory for Spence. Use the jab. Work the body early. Keep the high guard. Don't overcommit on shots. Use smart calculated pressure. Do not get greedy. I like that breakdown. That I ain't gonna lie. I like that. That sound well calculated. Mom said goldfish got to go in the toilet. Hey, G, we from Philly. You know how emotional it is around here sometimes. But I got Spence. Seems like the hungrier fighter. Yeah, you right about that, bro. Philly is crazy right now. Philly's on fire. I think Spence jab is going to be too much. Spence going to drown Bud. He never fought no one 80% of Earl. Okay. 7 to 8 kind of early. If it is a stoppage, I think it happens between 10 and 12. Okay, I ain't mad at that. I got T-Bud because I know how he thinks. I have a similar mentality. Ooh. Hamza, talk to me about that. What is that mentality like? How big of a deal will it be that Bud will need to go against his nature of downloading in the first? That's why this is going to be a great fight, because what that basically means is he going to have to get the downloading early. It's going to be early. It's going to have to be earlier than the first 3 rounds. It's going to have to be the first 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's how big of a deal it is. He might have to get it done in the first 30 seconds. Much love. But then let's be real. The way Earl is, do he have to really download much? We know what Earl trying to do. Much love. Keep doing your thing. I listen daily. Team Bud here. He throws the punches you don't see. Great observation. You don't think Bo Mac looking nervous, and if your corner not in the right mindset, doesn't that play a part in the fight? It plays a part in the fight, but remember when Ali fought George Foreman and his whole team was nervous? And he said, you motherfuckers act like y'all seen a ghost. You motherfuckers acting like y'all scared. I'm the one getting in there. Let's get it popping. Hey, sometimes you got to make motherfuckers a believer. Have you spoken to school to give him a salute? Yeah, I ain't talked to him verbally, but we, a little bit of texting back and forth on the gram. I got more question marks for Bud in this fight. When he gets mad, he ignores his corner and turns into a brawl. Advantage Spence. You may be right. That may be an advantage for Spence. So that means Spence got to make you mad. He got to do something to make you mad. Hey, Greg, if you saw the media today, Earl don't look too healthy. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Earl definitely looks smaller than he looked last week, which he should because he's making weight. But I mean, it looked like he going to make weight. Use that left hook to counter over Spence's jab. Keep the fight in the middle of the ring. Use feints. Go to the body. When Spence uses high guard, use lateral movement. Man, I rewatched Spence versus Porter again. I was like, damn, Bud can outbox Earl. And we see. Is Essie's worth going to for the chicken cheesesteak rolls? For sure. And that's not no cat. I'm talking about them Jones. They gonna bang you in your head. 2-time undisputed, 3-time lineal. I think Spence is going to be faster than we think. I kind of feel that way too. Cause he gonna have to. He gonna have to speed it up. One thing when you know you in there with another great dog, you gotta be great. So I can see him being quick too. I got Spence, but I think he come in the same way. Feel like think he come in the same way. Feel like Bud bound to adapt and counter him. Can't bet this fight. I ain't mad at that, bro. This fight remind me of the Andre Ward versus Chad Dawson. Everybody thought Chad Dawson was so athletic and Ward dog walked him. Not. I get what you're saying, but not the same. Great channel, champ. Appreciate that, True King. Use the uppercut as Spence goes to the body. Bud sets traps and his KOs are set up. How can you beat someone you never know they are setting you up for your own knockout? If Spence doesn't touch him, this will be ugly. But if Spence does, hey, definitely can happen that way too. I like all these breakdowns because I love this fight, man. I'm just glad that these two guys are fighting because they putting pressure on the game. I mean, these guys gonna have to fight. Even when Tank and Ryan Garcia fought, man, they put pressure. They put a little bit of pressure on the game. When Devin Haney and Lomachenko fought, they put pressure on the game. But this is like the pressure that's gonna bust the pipe. Pause. Smash the like button for G. All he do is keep it a bean. For sure. I appreciate you guys, man. That's why I'm here. If I didn't like doing this shit, I wouldn't do it. But I even though I'm not a YouTube dude, I've grown a liking for this. I like to come in the house, you know what I mean, smooth shit out, hit the vape, talk boxing. That's facts. That's facts. You understand? Let's talk boxing, man. IQ is going to win this fight. I believe that's going to play a part. Everything's going to play a part. G Bud never fought under 135. He even fought at 147 in some of his early fights when he had dreads. I could have sworn Bud started at 130, bro. We got to look back in the books. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But if we look back in the books, I'm going to check the books tonight. I started boxing 2 years ago. I got my first fight next month. If I send you my sparring on Instagram, can you give me some advice on how to get better? Man, send the footage, man. You should have already sent the footage. I don't even know why you came on here and asked me that. You know I'm going to hit you back and send you some shit. Talk to you about it. Gee, who do you think has the best stable? Top Rank or PBC? It's some good ones. See, it's good ones on both sides. It's some bangers. Like, you got a better BF over there at Top Rank. You got a guy like better BF. But then you got a guy like Canelo dealing with PBC now. Then you got the Charlo brothers. Then you got Spence. Now you got Bud over there. Now you got Tank over there. There's a lot going on over there, bro. But then you got Shakur over on Top Rank. Then you got a list of hot youngins. They got a whole list of hot youngins. You got Jared Anderson, heavyweight. I don't even think. Yeah. I mean, it's like pulling teeth, but back and forth, Greg. I'm gonna put the heat on you though. You saying not around the same size? They aren't. No 135 going to beat Spence. You know that deep down. I can't say that, bro. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about a fight, bro. I've been in enough fights, and I have seen enough fights. Size don't always matter. You can't always base it on because a guy is bigger, naturally bigger, or You know what I mean? He fought at a higher weight and this and that. You can't base it on that. A motherfucker pop your chin, bro. You don't really know. You know what I mean? Like I told people, I've been in there with heavyweights. I'm talking about I fought at heavyweight. In the pros, I fought at heavyweight at least like 2 or 3 times. I fought at cruiserweight. I fought at light heavyweight. I fought at 154. I fought at 160. I fought at super middleweight. I fought at welterweight. The hardest I ever been hit, I swear to God, the hardest I ever been hit is by a fucking lightweight. I swear to God in my life, bro. The hardest I ever been hit is by a lightweight. You can't say because a guy is smaller, he can't punch or he's not strong. Can't say that. Honestly, Greg, I remember you had an analogy saying people believe in these situations so much they won't change. I think that applies to Bud in this fight. Hey, that could possibly be true. But when you up against certain animals, you know you got to make them adjustments. Yeah, man, you like to illest in the game with these breakdowns. I appreciate that. Yo, Greg, will this fight be where we see Spence fight on his back foot? I think, honestly, this is not the first time we've seen, this won't be the first time, if it happens, that we seen Spence fight on his back foot. I felt like he fought on his back foot when he fought Mikey. And rightfully so. Mikey's short. I felt like he just was trying to keep the distance and play it smart. Stay focused, Jay. I appreciate you. Hit the V. Facts on me. A draw is more likely than we admit. This is world-class boxing. I feel like they both ready to die in that ring. I kind of feel the same way too. The chin checking one too, for sure. Did you see one of the judges or Tim Cheatham? No, I ain't even peeped that. Vet 30, I appreciate the donation, bro. Appreciate the love. You ain't have to do that, but you did. Thank you. Greg, the greatest, though. The one man who took me to the deep end in boxing, pause, and broaden my boxing knowledge. Appreciate that, bro. I really do. I could see Bud getting robbed and it being a draw. Anything could happen in boxing. That's what I thought. Started at 130, champ at 35, 40, and 47. That's what I thought. But I don't know. I'm going to check the books. I could be wrong. Top Rank is the better matchmaker. Top Rank is great at matchmaking. But it seems like for some reason, when Top Rank guys get to the top, a lot of them run out of opponents. Not everybody, but a lot of them run out of opponents. When I asked during the live chat, do you stop the fight? What happened? He got stopped, Greg. Love you, Jay. Protect your fighter. Hey, I ain't mad at that, bro. You saw something. You saw something. I can't be mad at that. Hey, yo, Christian Lucas, the one man who took me. This is for my favorite clip on earth. That evil punch. Then the movement. You nice. I appreciate that, Timmy Chips Jr. Appreciate the love, man. You ain't have to do that, bro. Dude said Porter don't have dog mentality. Porter been a dog ever since I've been hearing about him, even in the amateurs, bro. Styles make fights for sure. Let's fast forward a little bit. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, brother. Who was the lightweight that punched on you, Jay? No, he didn't punch on me. We're not gonna get it fucked up. He didn't punch on me, but he caught me with a hell of a shot. I told y'all before on YSM, his name is Gerald Smith. Buffalo in the house. We love you, Jay. Respect. Ant, man, shout out to Buffalo, man. Y'all know I fuck with Buffalo. Do you think it's going to the distance? No, I don't think it's going to the distance. Going the distance. He went on the back foot against Mikey. Bro, he was boxing against Mikey. I ain't say Mikey was pushing him around the ring. I ain't say that. But he was boxing against Mikey. He was keeping his distance, bro. He was working from the end of his jab. He wasn't trying to get in there and maul him up. Greg, don't get scared now. Get scared of what? I ain't been scared of nothing since. Hey, yo, the last time I was scared of something, bro, it was a movie, right? I'm going to tell you a little story. Last time I've been scared of some shit. It was a movie called Little Shop of Horrors. And they had this big-ass flower that turned into like a monster and he eat people. And he used to say, "Feed me, Seymour." That was the scariest shit I ever seen. Hey, yo. I was like 4 years old, right? There's a movie called Little Shop of Horrors. The same white boy that played in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He was the main character in that joint. Hey, bro, this fucking flower was scary as shit. This big ass flower had big ass teeth, and this motherfucker said, "Feed me, Seymour." And this shit was scary because the shop shut down and it get dark outside, and this motherfucker started eating people, bro. That was the last time. That's the last time I've been scared of some shit. Yo, that movie terrified me as a kid. Real shit. See, look, my niggas, look. I was scared of the goblins. Legend has it that these niggas was on some bullshit. Real rap. Classic movie. That's what I'm saying, bro. That was the scariest shit I ever seen, bro. Hey, yo, Cookie Williams, I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the donation. What's good, G? What's next for Cool Boy? Your man gotta get back in the lab, sharpen up, smarten up. You feel me? Work hard. Little Shop, you funny. Do you think, bro? Little Shop of Horrors was scary as shit, bro. I don't know why. I mean, I was a kid, but that was the last time I was scared of some shit. Hey, yo. All right, I'll give y'all one more, too. All right. I used to be scared. When I was a kid, around the same age, it was a movie called King of New York. The white boy, Christopher Walken. He was a scary looking motherfucker. I used to be scared of Christopher Walken in King of New York. You know what I mean? If Bud, I did say Bud get mad, but I said that could play a part. But you know what I mean? Spence got to get him to that point. Hey, yo, I'm trying to tell you, bro. King of New York, Christopher Walken is scary as shit. So look, these my shirts right here, right? It says "Your chin, my hands." It's a picture of Will Smith smacking the shit out of Chris Rock, but the eyes blinked out. Then on the back of the joint, hold on. I'm sure the back of the joint got my logo. You know what I mean? Back of the joint got my logo. Greg Hackett boxing and all that. You feel me? And then right here on the shoulder, you get the Neighborhood Olympian patch, official joint. This means it's real shit. This means it's some official shit. You feel me? Frank White. Nickel gets sold in the park, I want in, for sure. And I didn't understand the concept of that movie when I was a kid, but I was like, yo, what the fuck? This white boy scary as shit. I heard they got the wrong judges. Hey, man, you already know. Fight gonna be messed up. If Bud gets angry, it can help him or hurt him. I mean, that's usually what happens to any fighter, honestly. These shirts right here was 40. I don't know if we got any more in stock. These was like the best sellers. They kind of went crazy. And I got the new, what's poppin', Cookie? These joints was 40. Platinum chin insurance, you already know. Now, these the new joints we got. My man got these done up. Boom. These the new joints, the golden chin. Now with the golden chin, you get the official GHB, I mean patch. Boom, with the golden chin. If you put one of these on, a motherfucker could hit you with a baseball bat. You gonna eat it. You know what I mean? These the golden chin joints, the blue joints. They coming in blue. This is the first time we tried blue. I mean, these the black. I got the GHB ones. The ones, I got them first done up. My man Jared did them up for me back in 2017. Shout out to my guy Jared. You know what I mean? Then I came out with the twos, which was the white shirt. These the threes right here, the black one. We went back to black. And then now we on fours, the GHB fours. And these the blue joints. Oh yeah, my bad. I ain't gonna promote. My bad, I'm done. I'm done. Let's get it. My bad, Cook. I ain't know. How I can't promote my own shit, though. Bro, me being real, I don't either one. Boys, to lose, but I'm leaning with Spence. He giving me a vibe, no lie. I can't be mad at that, bro. Spence a great fighter. They gonna flag me. Oh, all right, my bad. How fast does Bud switch to Southpaw? I think Bud come out Southpaw. I ain't gonna lie. I think Bud come out Southpaw. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They said, let me be great. You gonna get somebody Molly Wop. Nice shirt though, for sure. Dallas, Texas, G. When Bud fought Benavidez, he really didn't come forward that fight. Why was that? Benavidez. I said Benavidez. I think Benavidez had a funny rhythm, and I really think that Bud had some good respect for Benavidez because he know he come from a boxing family. He know he the type of guy he's really getting some real training, and I felt like he wanted to set the trap for Benavidez. I had at you on the gram, bro. They grinded me up in the comments. What you mean? Why you say they grinding you up? Oh yeah, they grinding you up because you on my ass about me trying. I'm on here trapping and you trying to stop my grind. You know what I mean? You can't stop my grind, cousin. I got kids to feed, man. I mean, if you two got a problem with it, they gonna hit me up. I hate how the city talking about Steph, bro. I mean, that's how it go. That's the game, man. Should put your logo on the front. Yeah, I'm gonna make one like that too. We gonna have plenty of Jones, man. I'm gonna yell GHB TV and get Cat Williams, buy some young cat. Hey, where can I put my order in? I'm gonna show you. Neighborhood Olympian. Would you audition for a boxing movie? I would if there was some real shit. Cooley a cold nut. You know Cooley play too much, man. People talking about anyway going up to 135 for a Tank, but saying nothing about the move up. But when Rigo went up for Lomo is too much. Is it the same? I want Tank versus Shakur before any of that. Well, you gotta remember, Vet, I appreciate the love, bro. You gotta remember though, with Rigo wasn't like Rigo was hot, but at that time when he fought Lomachenko, Rigo was fading out. I mean, so nobody really cared, to be honest. And he said he was too small, really, because he was. And I think if Inoue went up to 35, I think he definitely would be small. Was it a rematch clause for Cowboy? I don't think so. What you think about Crawford's wife? No, we don't get into that, bro. We don't be on here talking about nobody's wife. Send my boy super chat. They showing love for sure. My people on here showing love, and they always show love. I appreciate y'all, man. We got 238 people in here. We got 92 likes, and we got some donations, man. I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the energy for sure. When Greg Hackett was just a child, I heard when he was born he already had a job. Fuck it. Let the games begin. Bud ain't just talking. He means to hurt Earl. I don't think Earl truly believes he can beat Bud. Rigo was 115 years old when he fought Lomo. Said he was 115 years old. That's the greatest shit on earth. No, I ain't gonna say that. It's like number 3 though. Do you think Spence can fight backing up? I think he can. Hell yeah. Spence was a great amateur. When the amateurs, you gotta fight backing up sometimes. And shit in boxing, you should learn how to fight backing up. You should learn how to fight going forward. You should learn how to fight going to your left. You should learn how to fight going to your right. You should learn how to fight in circles. Anyway, did a great job, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He did a great job. He was rolling. Everything was rolling. They talking about Tank. They talking about Tank versus Anyway in the future. That fight does 2 million pay-per-view buys. I believe that. Would you give lessons to a non-fighter? I just want to learn fundamentals and get sharp. For sure. That's no problem. I used to trade a guy. It was a guy in Portland who had a bag in his garage, and I used to work on some shit with him over the phone. It's tough to do, but Cambosis over Tank and Shakur? Stop. Camboose he gonna end up going to the store for people. Yo, GH, honestly, do you think Bud is underrated even though he's the favorite on the books? Underrated? Yeah, I think he underrated as far as, you know, the way people talk about him. But, I mean, we gonna see this Saturday. Do you think Earl going to have ring rust, and do you think he look weight drained? I think it's gonna be a small amount of rust, not a lot. You should have played a role as a trainer or something in Creed. I feel like you're about to blow up. Hey, man, my time will be my time. I ain't looking to rush. I learned with rushing, you fuck shit up. You know what I mean? So I don't want to rush. You. I want to see Jabril versus Jalil Hackett from Baltimore. Jalil Hackett too big. Jalil Hackett like a 54-pounder. Jabril fight at 130, 135. I'm from West. I'm going to DM you on the gram for sure. Hit me up. No problem. No fucking problem. We here. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna give y'all 5 more minutes because, you know what I mean? I wish I could stay longer, but it's an early morning tomorrow. Got some moves to make. Those on coaches for this fight. Hey, man, the coaches play a major role, but at the same time, the coaches, like I said, they're not pushing buttons. They only making calls. So we gonna see what's happening. Hey, what's up, Greg? I'm chilling. What's going on? I have Charlo beating Canelo. Can't no one change my mind. I ain't mad at that. Who the biggest puncher you've held the pass for? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was this white boy. He ended up fighting in the bare knuckle boxing. His name was Sam. He was a big ass country white boy from Tennessee. His name was Sam Shoemaker. This motherfucker can punch. Look him up on YouTube. Sam Shoemaker. He go punch, bro. He was a bare knuckle boy. Appreciate y'all, man. That NUA up jab was nasty. It was the speed, bro. His speed sick. I like the speed better than the power. I ain't gonna lie. The speed is my thing. I love when a guy can get his shit off. How old children have to be when you start training. I don't like to train kids under 9. Like, I don't like, because, and the reason I say that is because kids like to be kids. And sometimes when they in the gym, they don't feel like kids no more because they working so hard. You know what I mean? So I like a kid that's old enough to listen. What you think about Abdullah Mason? I think Abdullah Mason is one of the future, for sure. Abdullah Mason is a very confident, but at the same time, very humble, very sharp individual. You know what I mean? I like how he break guys down. He a pretty good fighter, but it's still early for him, though. Peace to the chat. And Coach, appreciate you. Tank gonna beat the earth, wind, and fire out of Chris Cobra. Hey, yo, we was talking about that the other day in the gym, G. You got to get on there, Calvin Ford versus Bullet Card. I think them boys really about to fight. Yeah, I think they fighting on the 5th. Anyway, on steroids. I mean, we can't say that unless something come back and say that. Do you think Kobe would consider training under Boozy moving forward and gaining a little muscle? I know he said he had a great camp, but it looked like he was a little drained. I don't know, man. You just never know. You know what I mean? Yeah, my nephew's 6 and he can't even be still for me to teach him a jab. Yeah, the 6 is young. That's what I'm saying. My dad used to teach me how to box when I was like 5, but I was kind of doing it because I ain't want him to be mad at me. I'm sitting there like, all right. I mean, and I was pretty good as a kid, like a little baby. Like, I remember being like 5 years old, boxing guys in the middle of the street. I remember I was down North Philly one time in the middle of the street boxing some kids with gloves on. And the dudes was going crazy, like, yo, this little motherfucker could fight. But I was a little kid, like 5 or 6 years old. Where we get hit with something early, but we'll walk through it. Who you want Jared Anderson to fight next? I heard Jared Anderson already matched up, but I don't know. It's a lot of fights, man. You got guys like Johnny Rice. You got guys like Michael Coffey. You got Effie Ajaba. It's a lot of little guys out there he can fight, for sure. I think Jared Anderson was just here for a couple weeks. I don't think Boozy like taking him all the way on. I don't really know. It's weird, honestly, to see Cool Boy look shook and timid to engage. Anyway, had zero respect in there and never thought I see a fight where he would fight to survive. He'll come back strong, though, for sure. All love, Tara. Lennox Lewis versus Wilder, who will win. I think Wilder knocked Lennox Lewis out. Never seen nothing like that before. I mean, when he fought Vitaly Klitschko, yeah, he saw the height, but that punching power different. Shout out to for Remember them boys on another future champion cooking in the lab, the young pup. You think Gary Russell could beat the monster? I don't know. Gary Russell been out of the ring for a while, man. You gotta get. I mean, his last fight was against my man in Atlantic City, the boy from the Philippines. We gotta get Gary Russell back in the mix. I don't know what's going on. Stay on till 12? I can't, bro. I wish. I gotta go ahead and get freshened up and, you know what I mean, lay myself down. He said, down while I lay me down to sleep. Pray my Lord, my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake. Some more other shit. I forgot how it go. See, do you know my OG? Charlie Fields? He from Philly, ain't close with the industry. I don't know, I gotta see him. Shoo Bruce versus anyway, who you got? It's too early for Shoo for a fight like that. But I can say this. Shoo is a hell of a boxer. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the motherfucking attention, all the views and all that other good shit, all that the algorithm shit that come with this shit. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the donations. You guys do not have to do that, but you do. Y'all show love to Greg Hackett, and I will promise to show love whenever y'all motherfuckers run into me. It's love. If you if you see me in person, holler at me. If you hit me on the gram, holler at me, man. I'ma holler back for sure. You know what I mean? Man, listen, Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on Twitter, Greg Hackett on Facebook. Get with me. Get your chin right, man. Make sure your chin is covered. Make sure, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't letting nothing stupid get through. Get with me. If you fuck with me, fuck with me. Thank you.